Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Power Word Crit. My name is Neil, and I will be your storyteller for today's adventure. And with me, I have three very diminutive players. Say hi, players.
Hi, players.
Today, we are going to be playing Underfoot, an itty-bitty Fae RPG. It's a 1d10 roll-under system designed by Ella Carter. Our players will be playing as small Fae that live in and around the home of a family of giants, where they will collect resources and materials to make their living, all while keeping their existence hidden from the giants. For this session, our players will be developing their characters, and together we're going to describe the home where they live.
Ooh, no biggie.
No, much biggie.
Size, in this case, does in fact matter.
So you mean I can't be a 10-foot tall fairy?
No. 10 foot tall would mean you are taller than the giants, which is problematic. At best, you are the size of one's finger.
So like Thumbelina. Which finger?
Apparently the thumb.
Okay.
People vary in size, so the fingers are different heights. It's fine. It'll all come out in the wash. To begin with, we have to decide what species of Fae you guys are going to be playing.
What are our options?
You have three options. The first are fairies. They have wings, they tend to fly, and they are responsible for the maintaining of pixie dust that is spread throughout this area so people can live. The second are brownies. They tend to be more homebodies, more tinkers and fixers, but they come in a variety of shapes and sizes and can do an abundance of different jobs. The third variety of Fae are sprites. These are small, elementally aligned individuals that have a natural power within them that is aligned to the element they have. A lot like Genasi are in D&D.
I was going to say, it sounds like Izzy if she were like 2 inches tall.
Are you going to play a reflavored Izzy?
No.
Oh, I was so excited for a moment.
So it looks like that fairies are your quintessential fairy. When you think of a fairy, that's what they are. And brownies, are they kind of like borrowers?
That would be a very good parallel, yes.
And then what would sprites be?
Imagine a magical wingless fairy, but this one fairy exists specifically in the bird bath out in the garden. They're a water sprite. They exist in the water of the bird bath.
Okay, cool.
Well, the interesting thing about them too is that they're more at home, not necessarily in the bird bath, but like out in the woods. That's where they call home.
Yes, sprites are much more wild and are less likely to be contained to one place.
They've also got connections to their ancestors. They can get information from their ancestors as one of their abilities.
So they're more spiritualists?
Yes, they're more druidy.
So, what is tickling your fancy for your characters you'd like to play for our little adventure?
I think I would like to play a brownie.
Excellent. As a brownie, you have a natural ability called Boggart Buttress.
Ooh.
Once per day, you are going to be able to take on a stout, hairy, and intimidating form meant to be used as a last defense.
Oh.
Your teeth become sharp, your muscles bulk up, and you're ready to make what could be your final stand. In your Boggart form, your defense increases by 1 and your vigor will increase by 2. This form will last for 10 minutes.
Insane.
Quite so. You also get a +2 to your finesse for a maximum of 9, and you get an extra magic item regardless of class, but we will get to that later.
I think that I would like to try a sprite.
I think we have one in the fridge.
Oh, yeah. Give me a second. I've actually got a Fresca out right now.
Hey,
No,
Fresca, sponsor us.
Best choice, don't sponsor us.
I've got a Canadian Dry. Are we just shouting everybody out now?
Soda.
Soda, brand name. Brand deal? Question mark? So, a sprite. What kind of element are you thinking you want your sprite to be?
I'm gonna go earth. He's gonna look plant earthy. I've done a quick little sketch. Oblong face, tall, skinny, big prominent nose, and little leaves for hair.
Oh, he's just a little guy.
Just a little guy.
Just a
We're
little
all just
guy.
little guys.
We're all little guys.
How interesting. As a sprite, you also have some natural abilities too. You have commune, which you mentioned earlier. You can commune twice per day. You get to roll a d10. On a 1 or a 10, you can receive a cryptic guidance from your ancestors.
This is a roll under game, so like low numbers are good.
Yeah, I believe if you roll a 1 in combat, it's a crit success. If
Okay.
you roll a 10, it's a crit fail.
So I wonder if on a 1 on the commune with your ancestors, they tell you something nice. And on a 10, they tell you something horrible.
Ancestor, are you there? Why don't you ever answer me, Ocean? Ancestor?
But I also get a first level spell of choice, and this correlates with one of the elements. And looking at the spells, there was like an acorn drop one that you
Ooh,
can
okay.
fire away. So I think I'll probably stick with that.
Nice.
I've got a ranged attack. Acorn Armament. Summon an acorn to be hurled at a target. Roll a finesse check on your hit. Your target takes 2d8 earth damage,
Amazing. And as a note, you will also get a +2 to your vigor score.
which is strength and constitution-ish for D&D analog.
Yes.
I'm a tough boy.
You're so tough.
I'm so tough. I don't know if that's going to be my voice or not. We'll figure it out.
Well, that leaves me. I will be a fairy because I so desire to be graceful, poised, and warm.
How wondermous.
Great. I love that for you.
Unfortunately, you do not have a fun named ability, but you do get to fly, so I hope flying does make up to it. You get a +2 to your heart score, and you also get a first level spell of your choice, regardless of what class you choose to play. Next up, you have your stats. Everyone, I need you to fish out 2d4. We're going to be rolling 2d4 for each of your stats. Everyone is going to roll 3 different numbers, and you will be able to apply those numbers to either your heart, your vigor, or your finesse as you see fit. And as a note, if you roll 2 ones, you get to re-roll that number. First numbers, roll! Ashlyn.
3 and a 3, so 6.
Wonderful. Ander?
I got a 3 and a 4 for a 7.
Nice. Corin?
I got a 5.
A 5. Wonderful.
Hooray.
Next roll.
I got a 5.
I also have a 5.
Aha.
I got a 4.
A
Oh.
Oh.
No, you're supposed to go up. Up, Corin.
It'll be okay, bud. I promise. Last number, Ashlyn.
You're cursing me. 4.
Also 4.
Corin?
If you say 3,
3.
Oh, no.
Hurrah, drama.
the statistical likelihood
You know
of
what?
that.
It's going to be fine.
So, a peek behind the curtain, when I rolled my last 2, one of my d4s landed on top of the other d4. And
Wait.
both times the top number was technically a 4, but it was still technically cocked. So I had to re-roll it, to be honest.
Oh.
Corin,
Right.
what are you rolling that they can land on top of each other?
Are you
It
rolling an
landed
arch
like
for?
this. It landed like that.
Okay, one side was along another side and didn't act. Okay.
Yeah, but it
Not
was, like,
on top.
clearly
They're
one-
pyramids. They're not supposed to be on top of.
But it did
You're
it.
talented.
To be fair, my D4s could have landed on top of each other.
She holds up
She's got gyroid dice.
8s, 12s.
They are technically D12s, yes.
I rolled a normal D4 and an arch D4 together.
Ooh, no.
So, which is a curvy, kind of two-sided.
So, for future reference, your stats come in either heart, finesse, or vigor. Your heart will be your phase ability to charm, connect with others, and empathize. Your finesse is how quick your fae is in mind and body. Your vigor can be described as a measurement of your fae's strength and hardiness. Clear as mud so far?
So far.
Onward to your class selection. You have 3 to choose from. There are mages, voyagers, and guardians. Mages are what's written on the tin. Mages have a innate power of magic and can use pixie dust to create wondrous miracles that exist in the world at large. Voyagers travel out into the world of the giants to collect resources and materials to help tinker and create gadgets and tools that they would otherwise maybe not have available to themselves. And guardians are protectors. They either guard supplies, families, or homes, or do their best to make sure that the giants do not take notice of the goings-on of the little folk.
I want to play mage.
Nice.
You want to do magic?
Yeah.
Have you done many magic classes recently?
I don't think so. If I have, they've been like half-casters or something.
It's a good opportunity.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Well, as a mage, it does recommend that you use your heart as your highest stat. As a fairy, you do get a +2 to one of your stats. Do you know how you would like to set up your 5, 4, and 3?
Gonna change that 5 to a 7.
You're going to change a 5 to a 7, and 7 is going to be your heart.
Question.
Answer.
For our scores here, how do these come up in play?
Your stats are going to dictate the difficulty that you are rolling, either a vigor, a finesse, or a heart roll. So if your stat is a 5, you need to roll below a 5 in order to succeed at whatever it is you're doing.
Big numbers are good in your stats, but low numbers are good on your rolls.
Correct.
Excellent.
And I believe I would have to check, but I think there's a technical ability cap at 9. I'm not going to swear by that just yet because I need to go double check it. But
No, don't
believe
swear on
so,
this
'cause-
podcast. We don't allow that.
Oh, you're right. I'll just see myself out. Corin, as a mage, we're all going to start at level 1. You will have 6 spells that you can remember each day. Now, something interesting about mages. Unlike the wizards of Dungeons and Dragons, these mages have the ability and access to all of the known magic that has ever been encountered by the Fae. So every morning, as long as you have the power and the memory for it, you can choose to remember any magic that is available to you.
Ha
At level 1, you can remember up to 6 spells of a maximum spell level 1.
And I believe there's actually quite a few level 1s.
There are quite a few level 1s, and we will dive a little deeper into those when we get to them. But for now, can I ask you to roll a d10 and add your vigor stat to it? Speaking of which, is your 4 or your 3 going to be your vigor stat?
I'm not sure yet.
You're not sure yet.
I'm
Okay.
not sure yet.
You want to roll your d10 and then decide what your vigor stat's going to
Yeah,
be?
I do.
Okay. I'll allow it.
Youchers. Okay.
How you doing?
Got a 4.
A 4! So you can either have 8 health or 7 health.
I want my vigor to be higher.
So you will have 8 health.
My heart is 7. My vigor is 4. And my finesse is 3.
That is correct. Ander or Ashlyn, either of you have a decided class you'd like to do? Do you want to be mages as well?
Ooh, we could be all mages.
Oops, all mages.
Although, I figure we should probably spread out a little bit so we can show off Ella's game here.
Yeah.
I will pick a Voyager, I think.
A Voyager, how marvelous.
Someone who is going out and exploring and gadgeting a little bit and...
Most excellent. Well, you have some decisions to make, it looks like.
Yeah.
It is recommended as a Voyager that your finesse be your highest stat.
I've got numbers to work with here. I've got 7, 5, and 4. I'm going to do 7 in finesse. I'm going to put 5 in vigor, but I've got a +2 because I'm a sprite, so that ups it also to 7. And then I will put 4 in heart. So he is dexterous and clever, because finesse is also kind of that, and sturdy, but maybe a little self-conscious or something like that. Does not have much internal willpower, maybe. Don't know.
Well, there are 2 different kinds of Voyagers. There are researchers and there are pioneers. Researchers focus their efforts on combing through existing Fae and giant territories, preferring to collect materials that could be used in various machinations. Meanwhile, the pioneers aim to find a haven untouched by giants. They are amazing hunters, cartographers, and trackers, and have more combat training than researchers do.
I think as a sprite, he is less at home in the giants' territory and more at home out in the wilderness and such, so I think I'm going to go with Pioneer.
Okay.
He can still tinker and put things together, but also gets tracking.
Fantastic. Roll me 1d10 and add your vigor total to it.
I got a 7,
Ooh.
Nice.
and so I add 7 to that for a total of 14.
Ooh.
You are a big earth sprite.
I'm a chunky boy.
Tinkering is an ability that we will get to later when we start to talk about the gear that we have available to us. And as for your tracking, if you fail a finesse check to aid in your hunting, tracking, looking for clues, you can re-roll, but your position will be compromised. Any predators within a 20-foot radius will be able to tell exactly where you are.
Drama.
Very much drama. All of the drama.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Perfect. Ashlyn, you're in the hot seat.
I'm gonna go with Guardian,
A Guardian! We're 3 for 3! We're doing all of it, y'all!
but not a Guardian of the Galaxy. I'm not cool enough for that.
Well, no, the galaxy's way too big.
Guardian of the Littles.
Guardian of the Littles. I love that. It is recommended that Guardians have Vigor as their highest stat.
I'm going with that.
So your 6 is going to become your Vigor?
Yes.
Any idea where you want your 5 and your 4 to go for Finesse and Heart?
Actually,
Actually,
Actually.
I kind of want to have Finesse be my next stat, but because of taking Brownie, I get a +2 to Finesse. So my finesse score would actually be higher than my vigor.
Ooh.
Oh, how interesting if you chose 5 for your finesse.
Yeah. Guess that's what we're going to do. Because I don't need hard for what I'm doing here.
Corn, you're our heart.
You're going
Go
to
the heart of the-
planet.
You hold the heart of the cards.
You have to be the peacemaker. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no. Okay. I'm just going to banish people to the Shadow Realm now. It'd be great.
Ashlyn, roll your d10 and add your vigor to it.
Oh, that was so close to a 10, but it's a 9. So that would make it 15.
Hey.
Holy Toledo.
Incredible. Okay, so Corin, here's what we're going to do. You're going to be escorted by these 2 chunky people.
Well, it makes sense. I'm a mage. I'm super squishy.
It's very
We
true.
got to protect those beautiful butterfly wings.
Yeah.
Do you have beautiful butterfly wings or you have other
I
kind of
don't
wings?
know yet.
Oh, okay.
Also, Ashlyn, you do have an ability as a level 1 guardian called Tough It Out. You offer words of encouragement to keep an ally in the fight. If an ally is hit with an attack that would have KO'd them, they instead have 1 HP left.
Boom. I keep you up.
Yeah.
Can we go back to mage for a second? Because I have a cool skill that I don't think we talked about.
Did we not? I'm so sorry, we did not. You're right.
All mages get advantage on skill checks made to seek out, identify, and ascertain the abilities and properties of magical items.
Ooh.
Dun dun dun.
You get a built-in identify spell?
You do. It's called the Mystic's Mind.
Oh, fancy.
All right, we have our Fae, we have their classes. Now we get to talk about the gear you guys are carrying.
Itty.
For the most part, you guys have some set gear because of the classes you chose. Mages, you get a dust pouch, a week's worth of snacks, a bedroll, a cloak, a messenger bag, a mini notebook, a quill, and a fine jewelry piece. What kind of fine jewelry does your fairy have?
It's going to be a medallion with a lion on it.
A medallion with a lion on it. How interesting.
It's gold. It's a little tiny medallion.
That was my question. It's like, how big is this medallion? Is this a giant
Oh,
medallion?
you know what? It's going to be a charm, like one of those old
Oh.
like Pandora charms that
Yeah,
fell
yeah.
off of somebody's bracelet.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it's a little charm with a lion on it. A lion head, specifically.
I love that. Ander, as a Voyager, you will also have a dust pouch, a week's worth of snacks, bedroll. You get simple armor, a backpack, a dagger, padded boots, a fly trap, and a mini notebook.
What is a fly trap?
Is it like a strip of flypaper?
Potentially.
I
'Cause that's
bet
what a fly
that's what
trap
it
is,
is.
right?
I don't know, but I like flypaper because I think of Secret World of Ariadne. Her dad puts tape on his boots and hands to use that to like climb up.
Oh,
the
that's
side of the
brilliant.
wall.
You have a sheet of flypaper to use as you see fit. And lastly, but certainly not leastly, Ashlyn, our guardian, you also get a dust pouch. You get a week's worth of snacks, a bedroll, heavy armor, a backpack, a warhammer.
What?
One of these things is not like the others.
A net, a dagger, and a bandana.
Fun.
Because I'm curious, tell us a little about this bandana that you have.
Not the Warhammer?
Well, we can get to the warhammer here in a minute.
Okay. Have we set a time period yet of where we're at yet?
We have not.
Is it cool if it's a Lisa Frank bandana?
Yes.
100%.
Have to explain to me, Lisa Frank.
The Lisa Frank trapper keepers that were really popular in the early 90s,
The
early
incredibly
2000s.
colorful rainforest animal pictures.
Like a unicorn puked on it.
Lots of like animals, rainbow colors. Every like 8-year-old girl's dream.
Oh, wow. Yes. Okay. I recognize this.
Yeah.
I looked it up. Yeah.
Yeah, I was literally
that's
like-
a part of childhood.
Yeah, I was
Hello.
literally like, the moment you see her, be like, oh, that.
Listen, I thought they were cool when I was a little kid, too.
Oh,
I
yeah.
still want
Yeah.
them. I love them.
Yeah. A grown adult still loves Lisa Frank
Oh,
stuff.
good. We're all on the same page. How wondermus.
But yeah, a Lisa Frank bandana.
That's not all the gear that you all are going to get. We have a couple of randomized tables that we're going to roll on. May I have a volunteer of who gets to go first?
I shall go.
You are a Voyager. Please roll a D100.
I have a 71.
You can have either a disguise kit or a blowgun. The blowgun is a finesse weapon that does 2d6 damage or 2d8 if it is poisoned.
Disguise kit would be like disguising as other Fae, probably. Or I am disguised as a pile of trash.
Or as an insect. The world is quite literally your oyster. Anything that would hide you from something you don't want to recognize you as a sprite.
We'll go with that.
Okay.
That sounds exciting.
A disguise kit is yours. Who's next?
I'll go next.
You are a mage. I need you to roll me a D100, please. And Ashlyn's going to have to roll twice, but we'll get to that in a second.
I rolled a 90.
Yep, that's a 90.
Yes.
A 90.
You have two options. A golden ribbon with "Don't Forget" embroidered on it. If you whisper a task to the ribbon, it will tighten on your finger gently once a day to remind you until the task is completed. Or a snail shell with backpack straps. As a reaction to a melee attack, you can tuck and roll into the shell, keeping you safe from harm. Unfortunately, the shell cracks upon impact. To fix and reuse this ability, you must spend 5 hours repairing the shell.
I thought for sure that when you tucked and rolled into the snail shell that you come out slimy.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, the snail shell sounds very appealing since you are the one with the lowest hit points.
Or you can have a magical ribbon.
No, I think Cord in real life wants that magical ribbon.
I mean, I really need that magical ribbon.
I feel like it's gonna be like a remember all. It's gonna tell you, don't forget, what was the thing I wasn't supposed to forget? And then eventually you're just gonna do something and the ribbon's gonna loosen, you go, that's what I reminded. I can't believe it.
So the snail shell with backpack straps would make more sense. But I really love the golden ribbon, so I'm going to go with the golden ribbon.
Excellent, a golden ribbon. Ashlyn, you have 2 rolls you must make. I need you to decide first, are we rolling because you are a brownie first or because you are a guardian first?
Let's do the brownie one first.
The brownie first.
So you're rolling on the mage chart,
That is
right?
correct.
I rolled a 73.
Option 1, a set of 3 purple beeswax candles. When lit, they illuminate secret passageways and invisible beings. Each candle burns for 1 hour. Or ballet shoes that seem to fit everyone flawlessly. When worn for more than an hour at a time, the wearer dances uncontrollably until they are KO'd.
So Sisterhood of the Traveling Ballet Shoes, but Rite of Spring infused.
The trick is, like, how do you get somebody to wear them?
That's a you guys' problem. That's not a me problem.
But see, I'm also concerned because they seem to fit everyone flawlessly. What if you attempt to put them on giants?
No comment.
They fit everyone flawlessly.
I'm going to make a giant dance uncontrollably until they're KO'd.
That's one way to get a giant out of the picture if you needed to knock them out or get by them.
Fair.
You know what? The ballet shoes sound fun. Let's go with it.
Okay.
Perfect.
The candles are very cool, though.
They are, yes.
But she gets to roll a second time.
I'm very excited for your guardian roll because based on what I'm seeing, this is just another weapon at your disposal, which feels great.
Pick another Warhammer.
Listen, I remember the character that you pitched to me, which me now knowing that you have all of these supplies is like, wow, that's a character. Boy, howdy.
I'm so excited. 35.
Oh, this is incredible. You can get another Warhammer, or you can get ground pepper and cinnamon.
You know what? I already have a Warhammer. I'm going to go with the ground pepper and cinnamon.
All right.
Either handy seasoning or a sneeze bomb.
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing to bet you could find someone to tinker something up to make a cinnamon-imbued weapon that maybe deals spicy damage? I don't know. It's a Fey world. We can make stuff up.
I already have an NPC in mind for that, by the way.
Oh, perfect. Next up, we get to pick your affinities. Each Fae has an affinity based on what they truly excel at, and often what they build their life around. So choose one from the list provided. You could be a courier, a fairy dust farmer, a pollinator, a drain dweller, a thief, a chef, a greenhorn, a magic educator, a pilot, a bug buddy, a jester, a combat medic, a craftsman, a muzzleman guild member, or a tooth fairy guild member.
I shall go first. I shall choose chef.
You're going to make use of that cinnamon and ground pepper.
Heck yes, I am.
As a chef, you may be a primordial being forged from nature magic, but you still get hungry. As a chef, you gain the ability to make delicious snacks for you and your friends. With the proper materials and an hour of cooking, you produce enough food to last you and your allies for 1 day. Since it's made with love, the special snacks heal the consumer for 1d4 hit points.
Ooh.
Not only do I deal the damage, I also heal the damage.
Hey, love it.
Tasty snack.
Corin or Ander?
I was stuck between Fairy Dust Farmer and Tooth Fairy Guild member.
Ooh, let's see here. Fairy dust is made of a complex blend of herbs that have been imbued with fey magic. As a dust farmer, you've spent your years cultivating the rare herbs and refining them to be flawless vessels for magic users. When you roll to determine your dust points for the day, gain 10 extra points. These points can be distributed amongst your allies. Or, as a Tooth Fairy Guild member, a giant child's tooth is an incredibly valued resource, could easily disrupt the fey trade market. As an entrusted member of the Tooth Fairy Guild, your mission is to locate and secure a lost tooth before they fall into the wrong hands, even if the hands belong to the child's parent. Rigorous studying has provided you with a perfect understanding of the house's layout, giving you advantage on finesse checks when exploring within it. You know the best places to hide. You also have trained your body to perform precise acts of dentistry, which require quite the muscle. You have advantage on any vigor checks when pulling a large object free, whether it's from a pile of rocks or a mouth.
Well, that would be super, super fun to play. I don't think it's quite fitting the vision I have for my current character, so I'm going to go Fairy Dust Farmer so I can get that 10 extra dust points.
Amazing.
Ooh, okay.
Marvelous.
Next character is definitely being part of the Tooth Fairy Guild.
A big muscly fairy that walks in, where's the tooth? All right, well, that leaves us with Ander.
I am thinking maybe Muzzleman Guild member, because that's a very
Ooh.
strong. This is my goal. This is what I am all about, is making sure that the giants don't know about the Fey life. Or Pollinator, or...
You could also be Tooth Fairy.
Could be Tooth Fairy Guild member.
Guild member.
Or if you want to fly, it can be a pilot.
Could be a pilot.
Do any of them speak to you with the idea that your sprite is a pioneer and doesn't want to get involved with the giants too much and wants to try and find a haven elsewhere? Being a member of the Muzzlemen could assist you with that, especially if your job is to make sure that the giants never find the haven.
What's your highest stat again?
It is a tie between finesse and vigor. I have balanced them both at 7.
Would you be interested in thief? You gain advantage on all finesse checks made with dastardly intent.
That puts a spin.
It certainly does. Would you like to think about it and we can come back
I'm
to
going to think about it a little bit.
Okay. Well, the next step in our character creation process, we got to come up with names for you guys.
You don't say.
I do say.
Are you going to give me my name?
Well, I could, but I feel like it would be more fun if you picked your name.
Oh, good, because I already chose mine like a week ago.
Oh, good. Well, in that case, what is your brownie's name?
Ma.
Ma.
Is she a mom?
She is a mother.
Okay.
Oh, boy. All right.
She's going to be known as Ma. Her last name is Tinkrin, so Ma Tinkrin. Everyone calls her Ma, even if they're not her own children.
I'm not going to regret asking this. How many children does Ma have?
12.
Oh, boy.
Keepers.
Do you have them named?
Oh, yes, I do.
Oh, boy.
But I'll save that for in-game.
When she's yelling at them.
Exactly,
Shouting at them, I
in-game.
assume.
I'm going to need a copy of that list after this particular recording is done. Oh, I see the list. Do you have their ages next to them as well?
No gender.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because some of the names might be confusing as to which gender they are.
All right, cool. For funsies, do you want to roll like a d10 for each of them to see which one is the eldest?
Oh, I know which one's the eldest.
Oh, you know? Okay.
This is Ashlyn. She came prepared.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna need all that information after we're done here. Okay, thanks. Bye. Names. So there are a couple of tables here that describe possible names for your characters depending on if you are a fairy, a brownie, or a sprite. Sprites often have names that are element related based on what element they are attached to.
I find it interesting on that list. So you've got air, earth, fire, and water, but also darkness is included as one of them?
Mm-hmm.
I would imagine that the element can be bent to a certain degree to understand that you are a part of something of the broader, wider world. I would not be surprised if electricity, if we played in a more modern setting, there could be a more electrified sprite.
Play in like an urban area or something.
Suburban.
Beneath the urban. I'm going to go with something like Petra. That's from the list. I also like Ferrum.
So you're leaning towards Earth.
Yes. He is a woodsy earth fellow. I'll go with Ferrum. That sounds a bit more like deep and dark and loamy.
Wonderful. Well, we have 2 names for characters. I guess that's everyone, right?
No.
What about Corin?
No.
Corin, do you have a name for your fairy?
I do.
Okay.
I'm so excited for this.
I was looking over the list of fairy names last night, and under the fairy names it says melodic and chimerical. Fairies are typically given a short birth name that evolves as they grow. These names are often connected to their physical appearance and most prominent personality traits. When a fairy is ready to choose a name that reflects their adult self, a coming-of-age party is held in their honor. The table below shows offers selection, blah, 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 blah. Some of the examples are like Terraflora, Mistmorn, Jingle Jaunt, Bliss Bloom. My first thought was like Deadpan Cactus,
Deadpan Cactus.
but I didn't choose Deadpan Cactus.
Okay.
I chose Tactless Cactus.
Wow. Okay, I wasn't ready for that. That was different from what you were saying last night.
I am dying to know why the most heartfelt person in our party has a name potentially chosen by themselves as Cactus.
And tactless.
Tactless.
Me too.
You what?
She chose the name before she knew that Art was going to be their big dad.
And with that delightful piece of information, we're going to take a very brief break while I collect myself. We'll be right back. And we're back from our break, and we're raring to go.
Rare.
There's a cat in here now.
Yeah.
Focus. Moving on.
During the break, I picked my affinity. I'm going to go ahead and pick Courier.
Marvelous.
So he's got a reason to travel around and about, and probably a reason to be in town because he's picked up a message or something like that.
Fantastic.
Love that.
There are a couple of highlight points I'd like to hit before we get to the world building of where we are and where your characters exist. First of all, the spells and magic in this game. All of the spells are going to run off of something called dust points. Every morning, everyone will roll a d10 and they will add their heart score to that. And that is how many dust points they have to start the day. So because Tactless Cactus has such a high heart score, we'll be rolling a d10 and your affinity grants you another 10 dust points on top of that. You are a very magical individual.
Yeah.
So dusty.
There are
They should have called you Dusty Cactus.
There are a variety of spells we have to pick from, and a lot of them are named very whimsically, like these fey creatures that we're dealing with, such as Lend a Hand. You summon a spectral hand to assist others. Unpick. You can bypass any non-magical lock. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. You channel your inner anger into a beam of dark energy. And so on and so forth. There are some delightful spells in here, all spells 1, 2, and 3, based on our character levels of 1, 2, and 3, if our characters get there and survive that long, but that is a problem for future us. Is there any spells that anyone wanted to point out because they were so in love with them as we were reading over the break?
Well, I am clearly taking I hate you, I hate you, I hate you.
I haven't been looking at the spells just because as a guardian, I do not get spells
Yeah,
for
you
my
do.
first level.
Oh, no,
That's
later.
fair. Well, moving on from spells, next up we have tinkering. Tinkering is what allows the Fae to create items that they wouldn't normally have access to. Tinkering does require you to have 2 of 3 of the following component types. Either systems and scrap, which is things gathered from the house that are often giant items that have been quote-unquote borrowed and repurposed to suit a Fae's needs. Raw materials gathered either from the garden or the woods beyond. And finally, pixie dust is a potential component in creating things. As they create, there are finesse rolls involved, and depending on how well the roll goes, someone could have a very good item, a moderate item, or maybe a cursed item, depending on how poorly they roll. And of course, there are some enchantments and curses that we can add on to these items to grant them these special tinkered or enchanted abilities. For the sake of combat, most of your combat rolls are going to be performed with finesse. There are some weapons that specify using vigor, but we will get to that more in detail when we get into playing. Your defense is always going to be based off of your finesse score. And a couple of you have armor that you got with your gear.
Yeah.
The Voyager has simple armor, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
You will be adding +1 to your defense score. The Guardian has heavy armor, which means you will have a +2 to your defense score, but you can't fly because it's heavy armor.
Right.
I get nothing.
You do get nothing, but you can fly, which is nice.
You could maybe use defense magic.
There is some
There's
defensive
some
magic
defense
spells.
magic in there, yeah.
When you take damage, you will subtract your defense from that total damage, and if there's any number left over, you will take that damage to your total hit points.
I'm a fan of that. I like armor reducing damage.
Plus, it's nice, it's simple. I would say there are no bonuses. Your armor is technically a bonus, but it's very simple. You either roll under or you don't, and then you roll damage or you don't. During combat, there are a variety of things you can do. From the way I'm understanding it, there are 4 basic things you have access to. You can act, and acting encompasses a wide variety of tasks. You can cast a spell, do a trick, scurry, make an attack, improvise, search for something, you can hide. You also have a movement for every one of your turns. You have a single reaction that you are allowed to do and act on someone else's turn. And finally, you have a taunt. Once per round, you can use your wit to distract a target to give your allies the upper hand. You make a contested heart skill check. If you have the better roll, you succeed. Better roll in this case being you must roll lower than the contested roll. Any questions so far?
I don't think so. I'm good.
Now then, back to our dust points and our pixie dust for a moment. It also has a second use, not only as a magical component, but as a component for your lives and livelihood. If, for whatever reason, you have lost HP, you can take a short break and spend pixie dust to regain hit points. For every dust point you spend, you can roll 1d4. The total result of your rolls are then applied to your hit points. If you roll above, the difference is applied to your dust points. You can take a short snooze, which is listed as an 8-hour slumber, and you automatically regain all your health and dust points. But at the beginning of each new day, you will re-roll what total dust points you have. We also have a set of rules in here for what happens when you encounter giants, or the things the giants have done to affect their world. There are descriptions such as you find yourself in a place with a large glowing box that drones on with no end in sight. This is the safest place, but you're not going to get any sleep here because it's just so loud. There's also some gentle rules about exploration and what it takes for you guys to go elsewhere and out and beyond the house, into the woods beyond, and to other potential havens that you may or may not discover.
Looks like it's important that we have to eat. Must have a snack at least once a day.
Yes, because it's important to take care of yourselves. Take notes, listeners. Eat your food, drink your water, take your vitamins if you have any.
Take a good snooze.
Have a nap. You've earned it. You deserve it. Unless you're not anywhere safe, in which case, do not nap.
If you're driving, please don't fall asleep.
Yeah,
Oh, please. Unless you're me.
No.
Not then either. Public service announcement. That is the grand general rules that we're going to be playing with for this game, guys.
I like it.
I'd like to move to a different set of questions about your characters.
Oh.
Okay.
And I'd like each of you to answer in kind. I suppose to start, where do you live or exist or generally inhabit in our small setting of this home of the giants and their garden and their, we'll say, backyard, front yard, and the woods behind the house? Where do you think your character tends to exist?
In the kitchen of the giant's home.
And this is because you are a cook?
Yes, I would like to be able to use whatever wood burning stove that they have to help heat their home. I use some of the burnt ash or coals that are in the wood burning stove to heat up my own home and cook warm, tasty meals for my family.
Does Ma Tinkerin have maybe a little restaurant over in the stove area of the kitchen?
Oh man, I didn't. Maybe it's not like an official restaurant, but she's definitely the kind of person who, if anyone comes across her doorstep and they look like they haven't eaten in like 2 hours, she's going to feed them.
Amazing.
She's
I like
always
that.
got something cooking. She's always got a pot of something going over the stove.
I love that. I think I'm going to go ahead and give you a rival NPC
Oh,
that you can go
Ooh.
ahead and write down because this feels correct.
are they a patissier?
They are a cook their own selves.
Oh, what?
A patissier?
Pastry chef.
Okay, thank you. I don't speak German.
That's
It's
French.
I know, guys are funny. I actually do speak a little German.
9, none of that now. Your rival is named Netlock. Netlock is a fairy, and they actually have a restaurant out at the cornermost point of the yard before the territory becomes the woods beyond. It's the last portion that the giants maintain with the assistance of knife teeth in keeping the grass short.
Is this a fancy restaurant, very upscale?
Here's the deal. Netlock claims that she has the greatest, most tasty, most wonderful food anywhere near this house. If anyone is asked if it's tasty, and they ask, will Netlock find out what I say? If the answer is yes, they say it's the most tasty food they've ever had. If you can assure somebody that Netlock will never hear of this, then they will very quietly in a whisper say, I was sick for 3 days after eating it.
Oh.
But Netlock has such a reputation that it is hard for anyone not to eat your food and still compare it to how wonderful Netlock's food is, because there are uppity brownies and sprites and fairies that all say, oh yes, there's nothing like Netlock's food. Netlock has the most wonderful, and they're just farming for points. They've never eaten Netlock's food. They've never probably left the house to go visit Netlock.
I'm just imagining Netlock is someone who's definitely in it for the fame and fortune, and she's got to have the prices that match her fancy dishes. And
absolutely.
Ma, she doesn't charge you for needing food. Food is a necessity. She's going to feed you. You don't have to pay her back. If out of the kindness of your heart you want to donate something, she's not going to turn you away, but she's also not going to have you cough up whatever your hard-earned dust might be.
Well said. Wasn't that well said, gang?
Mm-hmm. Clappity.
The last thing I will offer about Netlock is that technically her restaurant is widely discussed as a 2-star restaurant, and it's not widely explained what that's supposed to mean.
2 stars out of what scale?
Unclear, but it is often pointed out that your home and eatery has no stars.
Okay.
I do want to point out it is widely discussed.
I'm disgusted.
That's very clever. Do I
We haven't given any power tokens in such a 0 yet.
Do I give a power token and allow you to roll at advantage if you spend it? That was quite clever. You know what? Yes.
Ha!
I'm going to give Ander a power token for before we start. All right, so we know where Ma Tinkerin lives. How about Ferrum or Tactless Cactus?
I think Ferrum lives perhaps on the border between the garden and the woods.
The other corner from where Netlock's restaurant is?
What if there's a pond?
A pond?
A pond in the
Okay.
garden. And he's got a nice little house that he set up beneath an aspen tree.
An aspen tree by a pond out in the garden. I like that.
He doesn't spend a lot of time there, honestly. He's oftentimes out on the road.
Is it like an old repurposed gopher hole?
Yes. It might not be completely gopherless.
He's got roommates.
Repurposed, but maybe not old.
Hence why he doesn't spend a lot of time at home.
The gophers are busy in there.
A delightful addition.
I'm not sure what his personality type is yet. We'll figure that out. But he likes to travel and he likes to meet people.
I think then you might have encountered one of the residents of the garden.
That would make sense.
It's another fairy. Fairies are prevalent here. You are acquainted and perhaps well-spoken with Toadbow.
Oh, Toadbow.
Toadbow and his pet aphid, Bug.
And Bug. I like that.
Toadbow is if I'm being honest, probably a bit of a gossip. Loves talking to people and loves attempting to solve people's problems, even if it's not necessarily a problem, but loves hearing about what people are up to and loves giving unsolicited advice. It's not always bad advice, but it is definitely unsolicited.
Toadbow's always got something to say.
And is always willing to listen whenever you need an ear to hear you.
Ferrum always makes a habit of bringing Toadbow things to share with other people.
I love it.
He gets a lot of messages from people, and he likes to share with Toadbow the things that he's picked up. Maybe he shares a little bit too much. Maybe he shares things that he shouldn't be sharing.
Hard to say.
Hard to say.
Toadbow is a bit of a researcher, so he does a lot of studies on the materials in and around the garden and how you can use things. So maybe sometimes that oversharing isn't necessarily a bad thing. Maybe it gives Toadbow an idea of something he can use or make.
Cool.
I do have a question. Since you like the garden and you like your home by the pond and you're out wandering about, Do your currying activities ever take you into the house?
Occasionally, yes.
Do you try and make those trips as quick and short as possible?
One of his abilities is that he knows how long it's going to take to do that, and so maybe he's timed that down very specifically and wants to spend as little time as possible there.
Perfect. All right, Tactless Cactus.
Hi.
Where, pray tell, do you live in this wonderful world we are calling home?
So, storyteller, I have a question.
I have many answers.
I was maybe wondering if Tactless Cactus could be a recent transplant to the area?
Okay.
As in, they've been living in a suitcase for 5 days because the giants haven't unpacked yet, and I've been stuck in the suitcase. Kind of recent.
Interesting. And your efforts to get out thus far have been in vain?
Yes, because the zipper is on the outside.
I see.
You can't use your magic to unzip it?
I've already used all my dust.
What a troublesome conundrum. And this suitcase, it's filled?
Full of dirty clothes, and the little travel shampoo bottle definitely spilled.
I'm not opposed to this. I feel I must ask very briefly, where did Tactless come from, and how did you end up in the suitcase?
Tactless Cactus is from the arid desert area.
All right, I like this. The giants went on a trip to a arid desert area, and you found yourself in a suitcase, perhaps napping under some clothes, and then they packed up, zipped up, and went home.
Yeah, I sleep so deeply that I got caught.
We will have to discuss how you get out of that suitcase in the near future.
They gotta open at some point, right?
They've got to.
I've got a week's worth of snacks and I'm already on day 5.
I desperately wanted to give everyone an NPC, but you sure have made things tough for me.
Maybe somebody else got stuck in the suitcase with him.
Oh, you know what? I made a friend who came along for the ride, and we both got stuck. But they're from here.
A local who went on the vacation with the family?
Yeah.
Maybe you were partying there, and like they invited you over.
We were partying, we got tired, we had to take a snooze, and we got trapped.
Okay. I think I'm going to roll a dice. I have the power to do that. You have encountered a sprite.
Can I suggest that maybe the sprite is related to Ferrum?
Like a sibling or a cousin?
Yes.
Or, okay.
Let's say it is an earth sprite who goes by the name of Smudge.
Smudge is always traveling.
And you know what? I'm also going to give you another name. Smudge, when he's not kidnapped and going on wild adventures in a suitcase after having forgotten that they were going on a trip, Smudge works for a brownie named Ogrop. And Ogrop runs a restaurant at the back at the top of the fridge. Because the giants never look back there. It's always got a supply of things. And apparently the giants keep drinks on top of the giant cold box as well. So Ogrop has quite the resources of things. I will go ahead and say, Ma Tinkerin, you would be aware of Ogrop's existence.
That would make sense.
Ogrop is polite, preferably at a distance. And we're going to leave it at that for the time being.
Sweet.
Now, for our house and our giants at large, I have in mind currently is the Joneses. Mom, dad, daughter, son, and maybe a grandparent. The house is 2 floors. There are bedrooms on the 2nd floor.
There are giants in the house.
There is an attic, and depending on how our world builds, maybe there is a forgotten basement pantry that's accessible on the side of the house but has been covered with dirt and plants and has not been opened in quite some time. So maybe there are a couple of secret-y places in the house.
The underworld.
The underworld.
No joke, I was thinking about that on my way up here.
Amazing.
That maybe Ferrum spends a lot of time at the underworld or seeking for the secret and lost world. But I imagine it's probably known to the small people at large, the Fae folk.
It's possible that people don't go down there because of how dangerous it is.
Ooh.
Because even though there are no giants down in that forgotten basement pantry, there are other things.
I have listened to enough true crime to know that those basements are abandoned for a reason sometimes. They are so dangerous, and they were built so many years ago.
So many bodies in them.
I was going to say that, but
Are there any pets in this house?
A doge or a cato?
No, it's a
think-
Diogi.
Diogi.
D-O-G.
Oh, D-O-G.
Diogi.
Wow. C-A.
Ciati.
Well done.
C-A-T.
I'm real proud of you.
I can't take the credit for that. Heard that one from my mom, and then it was also on Milo Murphy's Law.
I mean, we do technically have creature stats for both dogs and cats. I think
Burp.
It's a fish.
A fish
Snake.
won't be very threatening, though.
Snake.
Oh, you'd
Oh,
be
the
surprised.
snake gets it.
I was thinking about this, which, hint, hint, the son has a pet snake.
Yeah.
I think there is a cat named Mittens and a dog named Barlow. So we have a delightful number of things to deal with.
Yeah, thanks.
What's Nick's name?
Hmm?
What's Nick's name?
Snake.
Markiplier.
No.
What?
The snake is going to be named Simon.
Simon.
What does the snake think? I wasn't actually expecting a response there.
You asked a question.
You asked a question. Why would we not answer?
Oh, and a very brief overview of the quote-unquote political situation in the Fey Realms.
Ooh.
What?
Yes.
Politics?
Yes, yes.
people.
There are technically authorities that exist. We've mentioned the Muzzlemen. The Muzzlemen exist as a pseudo militia. Their entire job is to conceal, to muzzle the existence of the Fey from the giant folk. To that end, there will be a handful of Muzzlemen stations scattered throughout the house and the garden at large. In the woods beyond, the Muzzlemen are not as frequent because the giants don't go there super often, and it's not a big concern. And what happens in the woods tends to stay in the woods. The Muzzlemen answer to a council that exists in the house. The council is made up of different elders and or notable individuals who have a reputation and who preside over certain sections of the house. Ashlyn, it had been discussed briefly in some out-of-recording discussions that Ma Tinkerin was maybe one of these council members.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Your responsibility will probably be over the existence and lives of the kitchen folk and the people who live immediately in the walls about the kitchen. There's probably about 14 total council members scattered throughout the house to manage their separate areas for one reason or another. The garden, however, is managed by a combination of a couple of counselors and fairies that have been dispatched as ambassadors from the woods beyond. Because in the woods beyond, there is a fairy kingdom that is well hidden and kept away from the eyes of the giants. And that is where a grand majority of pixie dust is harvested, refined, and collected. The garden in between is a neutral meeting ground between the councilman and the queen and her cohorts, and both help to maintain the garden, where several magical herbs are cultivated by the fairies for the production of pixie dust. And to be fair to our listeners, some of this is directly from the Underfoot rulebook. Some of it I am making up on the fly, because even though it's recorded, we're doing it live!
Yeah.
Yeah.
I now ask my players any questions, any thoughts you'd like to add, any features you would like to see, or things you're interested in exploring.
My husband's name is Pa Tinkerin.
You know,
Oh, Pa.
I had a feeling.
He's also an artificer.
He's an artificer. Okay,
He does the actual tinkering, hence his last name being Tinkerin.
Ah.
understandable. And has he made several kitchen gadgets for you for your eatery?
Abso-freaking-lutely.
Fantastic.
Also, can, for flavor reasons, my Warhammer be a frying pan?
Ah.
You know what? Yes, I'm fine with that.
Sweet! Cast iron skillet, here I come.
It's a very traditional weapon.
As a point of interest, your Warhammer is going to be a 2d10 damage weapon that is based on vigor. However, it is a two-handed weapon.
All right.
It's a giant frame pan.
It's made of cast iron. It hefty.
Would you be cool if I swapped out Faram's dagger for like a walking stick?
Yeah, I'd be okay with that.
A walking toothpick?
Maybe. It might be an actual stick.
I like that. That's very fun. And throughout the house and the garden, there will be a variety of different shops and locations where you can go and meet others, as long as you avoid the watchful eyes of the giants.
There are giants in the house. Great big terrible giants.
You want to dissect you?
Ooh, smooshy.
More likely just that. I'm thinking more of like the cat dissecting the little people because cats like to play with their food sometimes.
Yeah.
The snake would just swallow us whole. Maybe I should just be quiet now before I give the storyteller any more ideas.
I mean, I'm just taking notes. It's fine. I will say it is important to note that there could also be treasure you guys could find.
No.
And treasure will take the form of various... Magic weapon is not quite correct, but there could be other resources or supplies that could either aid you in combat or aid you in whatever it is that you're attempting to acquire. And perhaps you could make some of these treasures. For example, Ma Tinkerin, you picked up pepper and cinnamon as one of your items. There is a treasure here that is listed as cinnamon gauntlets.
Doesn't make me more fighty.
It's described as a bright, fiery candy that has been carved into a pair of battle gauntlets.
Ooh.
Fun.
A thing to be noted by treasure. A lot of treasure can only be used a limited amount of time, but it has some very nice extra effects, and I would not be opposed if the group wanted to try and make their own treasures.
Mm-hmm.
But that is a thing for another session, when we get into the meat of our world and how our adventurers are going to come together and what exactly they're going to be doing. I wonder.
I wonder too.
We're going to have to get tactless cactus.
Oh, don't
Free
worry.
from the suitcase,
Yes.
from the valise.
I have a plan for tactless cactus. Don't you worry.
Good, because I don't.
That's why you're in the suitcase.
I'm the storyteller. Leave it to me.
Just chilling in the valise.
And with that, for now, we're going to draw this particular session to a close. And next time you hear from us, we will be stepping into our tiny adventure proper.
Yay for the itty-bitty RPG.
I get to be a fairy.
You get to fly.
I get to fly.
And I don't. Which is actually totally fine.
Farum has a new goal to try and get Ma to fly at some point.
She's going to look at you with very much skepticism and disbelief.
Distrust.
Well, we're gonna-
Deception. Disgrace.
In the meantime, drink your water, take care of yourselves, and we will see you all next time. Bye, everyone!
Bye.
And don't actually fall asleep while driving. Don't do as I do.
You shouldn't do as you do.
I know. That's why I have to get the CPAP.
This has been a one-shot of Underfoot, an itty-bitty TTRPG by Ella Carter. If you're interested in the rules set or are interested in a physical copy for yourself, check out ellacarter.art/underfoot. Check out the Instagram handle at ellac.arterart, or check out the Underfoot reprint campaign on gamefound.com that runs from May to June of this year.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Power Word Crit. We super appreciate you sticking around and feeding that algorithm. Now, if you enjoyed our episode, please take the time to tell your friends and family about us. We don't pay for advertising, so this is the best way that you can help us grow. If you want to hear more from us, or you have something to say, you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Tumblr, and X, all at PowerWordCrit. Or you can send us an email at powerwordcrit@gmail.com. Also, check out our website, powerwordcrit.com, for character art and bios. Thanks. We'll see you next time.